user-defined exceptions. In this video, we will learn user-defined exceptions. In our previous video, we had learned how to handle system generated exception using try and catch. Now here we will learn about the user defined or custom exception. It is used to make the meaningful exception. To do this, we need to inherit exception class. So here you can see we have one custom class invalid age exception, and here we are inheriting from exception class. And now inside this class in constructor we are calling the base class constructor, and we left the constructor blank. Inside the another class exception handling, what we are doing, we are throwing exception if age is less than 18. And to throw exception at user defined condition, we use throw keyword. Alright, and here we use invalid age exception. Invalid age exception is custom class. And now when you call this method validate, you have to use try and catch block to handle this exception. So let's see how can we do this through C# code. So here we will create one class invalid age exception, and we will inherit this class with exception class, which is inbuilt class. And inside this we will create constructor invalid age exception, and here we passed one string type parameter message, and we are inheriting base class constructor. Alright, so like this you can pass parameter in base class constructor. Alright, and we will left blank this constructor body. Now inside this exception handling class we will create one method static void validate, and we will pass one parameter int age, and here we will check if age is less than 18. So in that case it will throw a exception, throw new invalid age exception, and inside this we will pass age must be greater than 18. Alright, we will use throw keyword when you want to throw a user defined exception. Here age is greater than 18. This condition will not throw any system exception. So we use throw keyword to throw a custom exception on this condition. So now we will call this validate method inside the main method, but we need to use try and catch because throw only throw the exception. To handle that exception we have to use try and catch block. So try, and then we call validate method, and inside this we will pass parameter integer type, and then catch, and inside this we will pass reference of invalid age exception, right? And here console dot write line exception plus ex dot message. Alright, so this message property is not declared inside the invalid age exception. This message property is declared inside the exception class because exception class is a parent class of invalid age exception. So we can use property of parent class using the child class reference. Now at the end console dot read line. Alright. So now let's execute this program and check the output. So you can see it's thrown an exception, which is a custom exception. So we had passed 13 inside the parameter of validate method, and when it went inside this method, it found age is less than 18. So it is thrown this exception. So in this tutorial, what we had learned what is custom exception and how to implement custom exception in C# using exception class and throw keyword. Thank you.